Welcome back. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and some updates from Hedera and XRP. It's been an interesting morning for me. It is hump day. Lo and I decided we normally get cheeseburgers today. But today we decided on burritos because we love burritos. I'm going to get a chicken taco. I'm going to stuff it in the burrito. Gotta get my protein. But honestly, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and why it's important and really what we can expect, because Bitcoin has been really outperforming the stock market. And a lot of people are like kind of pressed about that. I don't know why. Like, we've got Peter Schiff that's mad. Everybody's mad here. Everybody's mad there. People just don't necessarily understand it. And this is the thing, you guys. When you're talking about a group of people, the underdogs, the middle class, the poor, stupid people, us, and we've just been getting taken advantage of this entire time by traditional finance, by the banks, by the public servants, you name it. We've been getting taken advantage so much, so long. It doesn't matter what they say or do. Obviously, we want to follow them because we want to follow that money. But at the end of the day, like, we're just done. Stocks and bonds, super cool. The market's manipulated, though. And if you say it's not manipulated because there's guidelines, there's regulations, it's like you're on your knees for these people that are getting rich off your back. And that's why crypto was created. That's why Bitcoin was created. Yeah, some of these projects can be a little bit more centralized than the other ones. But guess what? Guess what? That's life. That is life. That is life. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm excited. We're going to give a shout out to our channel members. Good morning to Tiki Taki. Good morning to YouTube, to Twitch, to Rumble. Good morning to Mr. R. He is a channel member. Mr. John Legend, Mr. D, John Jermaine, Gorgeous Julie. Alexandra's not here yet. She'll be here. She's always here. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. You guys can go ahead and smash a like. Smash a like, drop me a comment, make sure you guys subscribe. So let's go ahead and get into the first story over here. So this is from CoinDesk, and it's according to ARK Invest. Their latest report, Bitcoin's 2024 returns beat gold, equities, emerging markets, real estate, and bonds combined. This is actually pretty wild that all of these different sectors in traditional finance, Bitcoin beat. And the reason why that's so bullish is because it actually legitimizes it more to traditional finance, even though we don't care about their opinions, but we still want their capital because we want them to pump our bags. We want to outtrade them. We want to improve our quality of life just like they're able to do. But we're going to do that as retail because we aren't given the same privileges and services that they are. We have to work really hard to get out of the mud, to grow, and to provide a good quality of life for our families, especially in 2025, especially since the panorama. It was already getting rough, and now it's getting harder. But the fact that Bitcoin beat gold, equities, emerging markets, real estate, and bonds in 2024 is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding, and I'm here for it. I also want to play this clip this is long over here. I'm not going to play it for you. But the Bitcoin Policy Institute head of policy says, if the U.S. announces we are buying 1 million Bitcoin, the Bitcoin price goes through the roof. We will quickly go to 1 million per Bitcoin. This is the thing, okay? This is the thing. I don't like the public servants giving price predictions, especially for Bitcoin. I guess you probably could because it's technically a commodity, but I don't like that because what it does is it instills a lot of FOMO into people. And actually, not even that. I just don't like price targets really from anyone. I think it's just not good. I don't like it. Not a fan. But you know what? If they want to pump my bags, good. Pump them. So we're going to get a Bitcoin strategic reserve. We talked a little about that yesterday. With this Bitcoin strategic reserve, they're going to be taking Bitcoin that has been confiscated by people doing naughty things. And we're going to talk about China and their digital asset reserve very, very soon. So stick around for that. We're going to talk about the XRP court settlement. I've got news for you. It's just stick with me. We're getting there. So they're going to take confiscated Bitcoin and just hold on to it. And then they want to essentially sell some of their gold certificates they got in like the 70s for $43, essentially take profit and move things around to acquire more Bitcoin. However, there was a statement yesterday, I forget who it was from. They talked about maybe utilizing tariff money to buy Bitcoin, which I think is a really bad idea. I don't like that. That's not what we were promised. America's in debt, and we're going to have to substitute a lot of money with this tariff income that we're getting. to small businesses and to different sectors, because it's definitely going to need it, or invest in building infrastructure in America to meet the supply and demand, or to meet the demand that we have as for consumerism. So there's that. So I don't like that. But at the same time, this is where Bitcoin's going. Bitcoin is outperforming the stock market, and maybe we will see crypto assets do the same. And that's why I put XRP and HBAR in the title, because they are also doing some really, really, really cool things as well. And again, we talk a lot about paying attention to coins that are made in America, researching those. Next, Senator Josh Hawley has said he will be reintroducing a bill to ban stock trading by members of Congress. So there's a lot of discourse about this. There's a lot of discourse about the ban of stocks from the public servants. What are my take on it? I don't think they should be able to invest, because they've abused it. They've abused their privilege one too many times. Nancy Pelosi, Marjorie, you name it, they've abused it. Maybe even Trump's, the Bidens, whomever. Both sides do. Okay, if you want to be a public servant, you should not be able to trade. Maybe if you want to hold on to things before, maybe if you have assets before you come into office, the beginning of your term, then yeah, you can hold on to those, but you shouldn't be allowed to acquire more traditional financial investments while in office or before your term if you're getting reinstated. You shouldn't be able to. It's very simple things, very, very, very simple things. And the issue with what we're seeing here is that these guys just continue to abuse it. They do, and it's obvious. They get access to special information, products and services, and we don't. And their wealth skyrockets. So I'm not a fan of it. And again, it should be to everyone. There's bad people on both sides. Now, let's go ahead and get into gold. Gold has surged again. Gold spot broke above $3,300 per ounce, reaching a new all-time high. This is early today. Happy birthday to Joe. Today's his birthday. He's up in heaven. But April 16th, 2025. And again, this just shows the uncertainty of geopolitical policy, the trade war, the economy, globally, all of it. But this is a good sign, because people are investing in these types of assets that they might not necessarily feel safe with traditional markets. And now I want to take a quick look at the crypto markets, okay? And then we're going to talk about XRP and HBAR and all kinds of stuff. Hello, everyone. Make sure y'all smash the like. All right, so this is the daily on Crypto Bubbles. Core is up, EOS is up, Ray, everything else is pretty much down. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the markets over here. So Bitcoin is a little bit volatile over here. Everybody's like, oh my God, Bitcoin broke here, Bitcoin broke there. Blah, 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 blah. Guys, look at this is the start of the week, $83,000 to $86,000. So if you're pressed about this price action, I don't know what to tell you. It's just weekly consolidation. Green dot was printed on market CIPHER at the bottom. Ruffling for that is down below if you want a really dope trading indicator. Now, with that being said, we're just going sideways. We either bullish if we break above 87, bearish if we break down below 83,000. Taking a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is in an ugly downtrend, and Vitalik really needs to do something to save price. We do not look good at all with Ethereum, any way, shape, or form. We need Bitcoin to break up so that Ethereum breaks up as well. Taking a look at Solana. Solana is holding the line here at 126. If we get a close below, we will probably trade at about 120. SUI is broke down below support at 216, and if market continues to take, I would look to $1.90. XRP is also down. I think people are just tired of waiting. I'm actually going to make a little video about that. But anyways, XRP tapped back on $2 support, and it looks like we might head down more. We really need to sustain this area here. It's kind of important. It is historic support, and even though we did break down a few times, we really need to hold on to it to continue our upward trajectory. That would be really, really nice if we can do that. Now, taking a look at Chainlink. Chainlink is also dumping, which I'm happy about, so I can buy more. I want to get some under $10 if I can. Cardano broke down below support. We're going to actually have to redo this chart. I have to sneeze. So let me go ahead and do this over here. So for Cardano, we are looking at support at about 58 cents. If that breaks, I would probably look again. I hope it doesn't break, because that's like that's their important area. Yikes. I would look to like 54 or excuse me, 58 or 54. Yikes. Now, taking a look at HBAR. HBAR is actually holding on a little bit stronger than some of the other stuff. As far as the cryptocurrency market, we've gone down quite a bit. It was 2.64 trillion, and now we're at 2.61. So that's what's kind of going on with the market, guys. Nothing incredibly fun, exciting, but we do have an update on the XRP. lawsuits. And this is from Mr. James Phelan. He reports on things very, very often. Make sure you guys smash the like. Shout out to Stray Dog. Okay. Ripple versus the SEC. The parties' joint motion to hold the appeal in abeyance has been granted. SEC is directed to file status report within 60 days of the order. So basically, we will get an answer within 60 days or before. Okay. What does this mean? What is going on? So the SEC and Ripple previously filed a joint motion to hold their appeals in the case. The request has been granted. Both appeals are now in abeyance, which means proceedings are now paused pending a settlement. SEC has 60 days from now to file a status report. So the lawsuit is not over. Oh no, my camera fell. It broke. It didn't fall, but it just got disconnected. So basically what happened is that the entire lawsuit, they're kind of taking like a pause right now. And they're just going to continue to negotiate the settlement. Again, Ripple is going to make sure that they get the best deal possible. Okay. They're going to make sure that they get the best deal possible. They want to lower the settlement amount as low as they can. And in addition to that, more importantly, they want to make sure that they are allowed to have sales to institutions or accredited investors, whatever that was in the lawsuit. That's what they want because that's going to impact their business negatively. So again, Paul Atkins just joined the SEC. I believe he was just confirmed. So we're going to be, all this is going to fall into place. So again, what are we in? We are in April, May, June. So again, it's going to be really at the end of quarter 2 of 2025. So quarter 3 of 2025, we have some exciting news. So hopefully, fingers crossed that we do well there. So there's that. So that's good news. This is positive news. I know it's taking forever. You guys are getting pissed, but we just have to be patient. Now, XRP ETFs likely next to get SEC approval, beating Doge and Solana. This is from Keiko. XRP ETFs I don't think they're going to be next. They're not going to, because this story contradicts the XRP case update, okay? Basically, they're saying high liquidity and rising U.S. spot trading volume. SEC already approved a 2-time leverage XRP ETF from TechRum, which that is a good reason why, but I think they really need to get the lawsuit done. So, and I think it's going to be like HBAR, Litecoin, and Solana, and then XRP. But once the settlement is done with the SEC, multiple XRP filings for Bitwise, Grayscale, 21 shares, Coin shares, Canary Capital, and then they see Solana as a second most likely after XRP. So we'll see what happens. I personally think it's going to be Litecoin first. That just makes sense taking a look at the history. Now, when we talk a little bit more about Ripple, Ripple announced that RLUSD, their stablecoin that runs on XRPL and Ethereum, is now integrated into Ripple payments, enabling real-time cross-border payments backed by institutional-grade compliance, transparency, and trust. So let's go ahead and read a little bit more about this. So key points from this report, because this is a long report. Who wants to read this? We don't want to. Stablecoins offer real-time settlement, lower fees, and better accessibility for global payments. Yes, this is true. And the market cap surpassed $210 billion. In 2022, stablecoins processed nearly $7 trillion, more than MasterCard and PayPal. But again, this is like on a global scale. We're talking about super poor people that have access to stablecoins that can't get access to Visa or MasterCard. Benefits, we already know benefits, 24/7 instant payments, lower costs, blah, blah, blah. Enhanced transparency, security via blockchain. And then again, RLUSD is also fully backed, regulated, and audited monthly, and it is tailored for institutional grade payments. So we'll kind of see a little bit more what that means. But at the same time, RLUSD is integrated into Ripple payments, which process over 70 billion across 90 payout markets, and enterprises use RLUSD for faster, more efficient international transactions. But we don't know really who's doing this. Either way, I think it's exciting and it's fun to watch, to see Ripple do incredibly well. So we love them for that. Very, very happy. Next, apparently XRP staking is coming to Flare, which will allow XRP holders to stake the XRP to actively validate service, which they can then get a yield. I don't know much about Flare. I don't know much about it, but apparently Flare is a full stack layer 1 solution for data intensive use cases. XRP Fi enables staking, lending, borrowing, trading of XRP, and Flare proposed the launch of DeFi platform to add DeFi features to XRP. FXRP pool produces programmability to XRP, and over 116 billion XRP could be activated for DeFi use, which good. I want them to do that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. They should do that. So I don't know much about it, but again, I'm a little bit cautious with staking because of the crypto contagion that happened in the past and the whole Ohm thing, because you don't know. I mean, Ripple's probably a lot more solid than Ohm, but again, Ohm was a top 100 project. So, but anyways, now I want to talk a little bit about Hedera. The reason why I want to cover this is actually really awesome. HIP 1084 introduces an updated transaction fee model that will eliminate charges for successful Ethereum transactions submitted by relay operators on Hedera, reducing operational costs, enabling simplified business models, and driving EVM alignment. So basically, Hedera has been able to do what Ethereum cannot do, or excuse me, Vitalik or the Ethereum Foundation. And this is awesome. Like Hedera is making insane progress. We love to see it. And I'm so glad that I'm partnered with them just because they're so easy to talk about because they have things that are going on all the time. Anyways, currently operators pay small fee per transaction regardless of success. This adds up at scale, and the new model eliminates fees for successful transactions and contract reverts. And users will still pay gas, but the fees only apply if the transactions fail due to issues like invalid signatures or insufficient funds. Zero fee transactions include successful contract executions, contract reverts, and HBAR transfers. So I like it. I like it. I love it. We love it. I'm absolutely excited about it. And now, I got to show you guys something, okay? So this is going to be Phemex on Phemex. You can trade, you can sign up to this, and you can sign up to Phemex. I don't know, I'm just doing these right now because I'm there. Anyways, with that being said, you can go ahead and trade on Phemex. It's going to be on Phemex. Anybody can sign up for it, and you basically get to custody your stuff, I'm pretty sure. So you get to trade you can go ahead and trade any type of meme coins, which is really awesome. And again, the link is going to be down below. So what is Phemex? It allows you to buy and sell on chain. Yes, you get self-custody, you get to custody your coins. Sorry, I thought of something else for a second. My mind, there's a lot on it right now. But anyways, it allows you to buy and sell on chain coins without worrying about the exchange listing and liquidity issues. Key points: no wallet required. You get to trade directly from your spot account, or you get to sell on, you get to sell on chain. Okay. No exchange needed, listing needed. You get to gain access to unlisted meme coins on chain holdings. Phemex holds the coins on chain for your behalf. So it's not really decentralized, but everything is on chain, which is great. Anyways, USDT only. Purchases and sales are made exclusively with USDT and no withdrawals. Meme coins cannot be withdrawn. You can only sell them to get USDT. So again, to get started, you open the Phemex app, click the market or spots icon located at the bottom of the bar, and on the top bar, locate and click Phemex tab over here. And if you guys want to sign up, this is going to be the link over here. I highly recommend you take a look at it. At least do your due diligence. If you don't want to, that's fine. No harm, no foul. But it does support me and it does support the channel. So there's that piece of information. So thank you guys. Shout out to Phemex too. And again, you get a $20 reward, and the more you trade, you get more bonuses. 150 trading bonus, 500, 1,000, 400. Just get the bread, but also read terms of services. Now, also too, Phemex is having an Easter trading championship, and they're giving away 70,000 USDT prize pool, and it's from April 10th to the 24th. So it's happening now. Now, Oklahoma kills Bitcoin reserve proposal in Senate committee vote. Ooh, what's going on? So, Oklahoma Senate committee nearly rejected a Bitcoin bill. A bill proposed investing in Bitcoin and digital assets with 500 billion plus market cap. Oklahoma joins other states, Montana, North Dakota, Pennsylvania, South Dakota, Wyoming, in rejecting similar proposals. So people don't want, they don't want the Bitcoin or digital assets. Well, they might want Bitcoin, but they might not want the digital assets. I don't blame them. New Hampshire passed HB 302 in House, 1972 to 179. Bill moves to the Senate. Florida's HB 487 passed community stage unanimously. Arizona advancing theirs, and the House awaits for the vote. Texas Senate passed SB 21 in March, and 47 Bitcoin reserve bills introduced across 26 states, 40 still active in 20 states. So I think we're going to get a Bitcoin strategic bill done before we get anything digital assets, which is good. Of course, California is not on the list because we can't even manage anything. Now, Mantra CEO pledges to burn his team's tokens after 90% of Ohm crash. This guy, he went on CoffeeZilla, which I didn't think was a good idea. I mean, just in general, like, you gotta, I just don't. Anyways. So he says that they're going to burn all their tokens, but if they were involved and they're burning the tokens that they have left over, it's not even going to matter. Burn size is not finalized yet, and the move aims to restore community trust after OHM tokens crashed 90% an hour. This is kind of like the Terra Luna thing, but not as bad. Other team members may join the burn. Mullen denies the team sold or got liquidated. He says no leveraged positions were held. Mantra allegedly used OTC deals to inflate price per CoffeeZilla, and Mullen admits between 20 and 30 million OTC sales and 5 million to 10 million in market maker buybacks, and the CEO defends actions as liquidity support, not price manipulation. Well, on a bright note, OKX is coming back to the United States of America. They are. We love to see it. So it looks like they're officially launching with a centralized exchange and powerful multi-chain Web3 wallet. I thought that they had another one, but hold on a second. Yeah, they have OKX, and I thought they had one, or maybe they merged together. But anyways, the thing about the thing that I really love about this, and I appreciate, is that this movement is a lot more than just them coming back to America, or is about the exchange in general. This move is really about companies actually coming back to America, companies feeling comfortable enough to come back to America, just because the regulatory landscape was so disgusting. So this is a positive thing. So shout out to OKX. Love to see it. Love to see it. They have the OKX marketplace. Thank you, gamer. That's what I thought. Anyways, but it's good to see people coming back. Now, China debates how to handle criminal crypto cache. So they are okay, just like in America, the DOJ seizes cryptocurrencies, China seizes cryptocurrencies too. Local governments use private firms to sell seized crypto for cash, but the surge in crypto crimes boosts local government finance. And they're actually talking about should they create a crypto strategic reserve, which is pretty interesting because essentially like they're going to be comping what America is doing. So basically they have China's funny. Okay. China has a national trading ban, but then governments are selling the seized crypto, all kinds of things, but to private firms offshore. So we'll see what they end up doing with, the seized Bitcoin. They should just, or the seized crypto, they should just start a crypto strategic reserve, just like the United States of America. To really compete with them. But I think it's an interesting story. Also, as far as the tariffs go, White House says China now faces tariffs of up to 245% on imports to the U.S., up from 145%. So again, these are retaliatory tariffs. They're going to continue to happen, and it is what it is. So we just kind of have to sit back and wait for it to happen. Super fun stuff, right? This will probably impact the market, and anytime we get updates like this, it does impact the market. Maybe that's not why Bitcoin's pumping anymore. We don't know. Anyways, Mr. Powell is going to be coming out and talking about some stuff soon, so we'll know what they're going to be doing with interest rates. Okay. What's this one over here? Okay. What is this one? Oh, Gavin Newsom's an idiot. Like, he's just stupid. No one should even listen to Gavin Newsom. If you want to vote for him, please unfollow the channel. He's a horrible person. Anyways, Fed, Powell economy slowing in Q1, can wait for greater clarity. So let's actually see. My computer's frozen because of this stupid article. Anyways, we're supposed to get the Powell updates today on like what they're going to be doing with the, ooh, I got some money today. I got some money today. Woo. Hold on really quickly. I want to say something. I'm just like out of it today. I'm really pissed off with my family. Thank you, Lauren, so much for the $5 super chat. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't want this guy. Where the hell's the tariffs? Not the tariffs, but where's the updates? Da, da, da. No. California sues Trump administration over tariffs. We're running out of money here. So congratulations to you know. All right, we don't have any updates for the Fed Reserve yet for what they're going to do. When I get it, we'll talk about it more tomorrow, but I have to go. I'm going to be on Newsmax today, so I have to prep for that story. Plus, I have to do some content. I got to get Lowe's schedule done. We got spring break coming up, all these things. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Shout out to Hedera. Shout out to everybody. Oh, fit check. There's not really exciting fit check. So we just have leggings, because I was lazy. And then we just have this shirt from Reformation that I got at the thrift store for $5. They're like $200 shirts. Woo! And it doesn't fit my boobies. I have to go. You guys have a great rest of the day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.